ways than anything we're so.
Showtime! What is up, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and I hope you can hear me. And it's time, cause it's time to do a little BSing here in the shed. And I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I gotta screw with my mic here, but that's gonna shut it all down. I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, should have messed with that before the stream. Dumbass Dig Daddy, digging with things when you shouldn't be. Alright. Anywho, I hope everybody's doing great. Like I say, I should dig with these things before the stream, not during, so that I'm not interrupting our fun time. Who do we got in the house tonight? We got David Danduran, Joey Brown, 8-3 Sky Warrior, Curtis Geisinger, B&B, Paydirt Prospecting, Sean McClellan, Vester 6161, Jason Earp, Chad McNeil, John Myers. What is going on? Good evening to you all. Hold on there, Chad. There we go. Got you guys your blue names. A couple moderators added in, new Patreons, or actually, I think you've been Patreon for a while now. John's new. Welcome everybody, John Myers, to our Patreons. I just updated you to a moderator. Doesn't mean you have to do anything. Feel free to sit back and relax. But if you do see things getting out of hand and want to step in and bitch slap somebody, feel free. But make sure they deserve it. Don't dick around with the tool. Clearly, I don't mind swearing. So if somebody's swearing, that's okay. But if they're doing crazy shit, knock them down. If you're not sure what crazy shit is, don't worry about it. I'll handle it. I like smacking shit down too. But it's good to see you all. Hello, Donna. Good to see you as well. Let's add you to the list of those who are here. Good to have you here. Manuel, you as well. Brian Jensen, good to see you. Anybody else who's hanging out in the background and not talking? Hello. AK Grizz, what's going on? And to everybody who's tuning in after the show, what's up? Sorry you missed the live, but glad you tuned in afterwards. Good to see you. Glad you were here. Maybe you'll catch it on live sometime and you can get in on the giveaway. Bill Snodgrass, what's happening? But, so, happy 2026. Merry 20, is it happy or merry? I think it's happy, right? I don't know, whatever. Hey, it's 2026. Yay, it's a new year. And what does that mean? Really nothing, except you're going to have your taxes done in a couple months. I like to get mine done as early as I can. What's going on, Weezen? I see you there. But I like to get mine done as soon as I can because I want my money back, damn it. Or at least I want to know how much it's going to hurt as soon as possible. So So yeah, there you go. That's that. I forgot what I was saying. But it's, you know, it's another day, another year, and more prospecting on the way. The day-to-day doesn't really change too much, other than when you sign your checks, if you still sign checks. Why? But if you do, make sure to sign 2026. If you sign things physically, you got to change it from a 5 to a 6. But other than that, it's a Monday. And here we are out in the shed, BSing, just like always. Ain't nothing going to change there. You know, maybe we'll get our party on a little bit more. Hopefully. That's always the fun. The idea is to have a good time. I just saw a shadow pass aside, so I think there might be a bug in the house. I keep unearthing these little Chinese stink bugs. I don't know where they're hiding, but they're like, they sneak out into the cracks of stuff, and then they just pop out at random times when it gets warm. It's like, oh, is it spring again? It's like, no, get out, fucking bastard. Things are evil. But yeah, 2026. 2025 was a ride. Every year seems to have its own challenges. 2025 was no different. Well, that's not true. 2025 was quite different. We faced a lot of challenges as a people, as a society, as a nation. And we're not going to get into any of that shit. Because it's 2026 now. Is there an ad break? Oh, hold up. There shouldn't be ad breaks on the live. Let me fix that. Oh, here it is. There. That should stop ads from playing. My bad. I think when I was dinking around with settings earlier, I might have turned the ads back on inadvertently. Not that I'm trying to like milk you guys for all sorts of ad revenue. The 18 cents I make off the live show definitely isn't doing it. So don't worry. Shit, maybe I would make more than 18 cents if I turned the damn things on earlier, huh? Oh yeah, the Christmas coins. Absolutely. Glad you got it. Glad you enjoyed it. Enjoy. Neglecting work? Awesome! That's all I really ever ask. Just neglect work a little bit. Let them know you have other things that you'd rather accomplish and do. For sure. But as far as my plan for 2026, I really don't have one. I never make plans, and that's part of my own downfall. If I would bother to make plans, I could like plan out, you know, trips and things to do and go see and whatnot. But I live week to week, you know, like my head's down and I'm just going forward. Half the time, I have to remind myself to buy pay dirt to do reviews. Because, you know, I hadn't, and it's like, oh, shit. Like, every other week, it's like, oh, man, did I order anything? Is there anything out there new? Or, jeez. Always the stress, you know? I got to get out more. and that's for real. I need to get out to the rivers more. And change the focus of the channel a little bit to more live action out on the dirt. Which means I need to get out more. And as every year I say I'm going to, and I try to here and there, but life is what it is. This last year my excuse was, the boy's going to college this year, so this is our last year together. You know, to make those memories before he goes away to college. What's going on, Flash? I see you there. Good to see you, Ed. So that was my excuse up until now. And now I don't have that excuse. And so here we are. It's 2026. It's too cold to hit the dirt right now. But, man, as soon as those dirts thaw out, I am going. I am out there, and I'm going to be digging me some holes because I'm antsy. I'm aching for it. I'm gnawing at the bit for it. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Like, really, really do. I really, truly do. You're awesome. Thank you for your donation. Philip, what equipment do you run out on the creek? Usually just a sluice. Here in Washington, they've outlawed, restricted, say no, boo-boo, bye-bye, to a lot of the more efficient tools. They don't want us using dredges in the water. Okay. They don't want us using high bankers by the river. Okay. You can only dig in the river between this hour and that hour. Of these days, of this week, if there's 31 days in the month, but only in spring. So there's a lot of weird restrictions on all these places, spaces, blah, blah, blahs. And it's a pain in the ass because, you know, there's a lot of great gear out there that I'd love to take and really... as soon as I put my dredge together, they banned it. It's like, fuck. As soon as it was done, bah, it's like, but I'm ready to go. I got it. I'm good. But it is what it is. As far as the size and brand... it's all prospector's dream. Or somebody made me a sluice and I put a prospector's dream mat in it. The season coming up, what I'm going to be testing out is this stupid little thing that I put together. I may have previewed it for you guys last week. But I took the extra flare from my long sluice that turned into the fold. Originally, it's the flare from the folding sluice that turned into the high banker that now sits over there unused because I'm technically not supposed to use high bankers. So I took that. The folding sluice, since the high banker doesn't need the folding extension, and it's really honestly. Don't get me wrong, anybody. I know I said it was a good device, and I stand by that. The Foldy Sluice does what it does. The downside for me on the Foldy Sluice is trying to get evened out between the foldies, the legs, and the folding. Like, why do all that shit? Just make one firm fucking sluice so that I don't have to do this wiggly balancing act between them. The folding doesn't save that much space, you know? So I'd say just make it a long sluice. But, at any rate. So what I did is I just kind of made it... I took that off of the folder and attached the flare to it. And now it's a micro sluice. It's smaller than the 6-inch. But I think it's actually more functional because of the alluvial design that this folding extension has. The outward V. So... that's what I'm going to be using, I think, at least for a couple of outings. But normally the equipment that I have... my favorite is my 8-inch. It's an 8-inch sluice. It's got combo mat of Micro and Cape D. I have like 3 other mats that I could put in there. Between all micro or a mini. There's a mini mat I have, a vortex, a big vortex. Which actually I think I like that one the most. To be completely frank with you, I think I do like the big vortex more than all the other ones because it cuts out the most bullshit of all the mats. You would think that wouldn't be the case, but it really does. It cuts out the most garbage that you don't want to keep, and it's only keeping the heavies, garnets, and gold, and that's it. So if you like bringing home a lot of concentrates, I don't recommend that mat because it does its job just too goddamn well. I like to bring home concentrates just, for my own sake of mind. So I usually run the mini / Cape D, the Cape D just to catch more of the concentrates. But the gold that we catch out here is really small anyway, so like the bigger mats, as long as I'm classifying down to like a 1/4 inch, doesn't mean it, it doesn't matter. I don't need to really go any further than that, so not the original. Let me see if I can find the mat and I'll show you. There it is. This bad boy. So it's got the big swirls. Boop. And this thing just chunks away, man. It gets rid of stuff. And like I say, ironically enough, this one seemed to hold on to the least amount of concentrates of all of the other mats that I have. So I got a lot of dream mats. The different mats that I like right now, or like, do you want a video? So I could do a video with this guy. Nah, not the least. I would say as far as catching cons, it goes micro, this, Cape D, mini, so forth and so on. I don't know why this is the anomaly. Maybe it was just when I was running it, that's how it worked out. But, yeah. It was weird to me, too. I was really astounded. I was, like, running, and it was just like, man, this thing's not holding on to anything. And I was worried that it was losing my gold, but the thing that I saw constantly in all of the cells, was just thick garnet. So I knew if it was catching the garnet, the gold's under it. Garnet's right there. Boom. If you see garnet and there's gold to be found, it's going to be right there with that garnet. A little bit in, boom, but it's going to be right there. So if you're seeing it, you're right there with it. And this thing just holds it. But yeah, not a lot of the other stuff. It was crazy. But I kind of like the little profile of this one here, the micro dredge or the mini dredge. The micro dredge, I'm still trying to fill out. I have the micro dredge in another one of my sluices, one of the sixers. There it is. So I got the micro dredge in the high banker. But, yeah, I don't really get any chance to use it. I did take it out once to a spot where I'm allowed to. I got another one up there, and then the sluice itself. So. The only thing I don't like about this mat is it's heavy. This thing is heavy. Like, you can feel the weight of it. I would say the mat alone is heavier than this little sluice box, for sure. So it adds weight because it's thick. It's maybe twice as thick as the micro mat, because the micro mat would be this without the cells, and it's just like half. So that's the other reason why I like the micro mat, because no matter what you put it in, it keeps it light. Oh, dude, that whole mountain range there, that whole area over there is just littered with garnets, and there's some nice sized ones too. I was in Bellevue. Okay, check this out. Probably some of the biggest garnets I've found panning right there on the surface were in the middle of Bellevue. Like when I very first started panning and stuff. I think it's Kelsey Creek, runs right through the middle of town, and it's kind of hidden. It's behind the business park, so it's just right there, and salmon go through there. And so I went over there one day. This is back when I had a little 12 inch by 1 inch or 2 inch little sluice. The creek wasn't running nearly enough to actually run even that. So I didn't know what I was doing, but I did try some test pans there, and man, the garnets were huge. They were just freaking huge for panning, you know. But I was blown away that little creek was even there. It's like the Death Creek for salmon who go up that route, because they get stuck right there, and there's nowhere else for them to go, because from there up it's just a trickle. Yeah, panning gets tiring, for sure. The part about panning I hate the most is walking it from the spot where I find it over all the slippery ass rocks and shit just to get to the water where I can pan it. That's the part. If I could just bring the water over there to me or with me, and it was not a pain in the ass to do, that'd make it easier. Maybe I can't. Maybe I should be. Maybe I'm just not doing shit right. Sometimes, you know, I consider myself a smart guy, but sometimes I just do some boneheaded shit. Like, somebody watching on the outside would be like, man, you are effing dumb. And, hell, me watching on the outside, I would say the same damn thing. ESH. Now I gotta read back. Oh, yeah, reading back. Philip. Not really, no. Not necessarily for my California. Are they legal there? I definitely don't want to take something into a different state, take the effort of hauling it there just to find out it's illegal, and then I get in trouble. Usually when I travel anyways, I'm flying. So that's the other limitation to going anywhere, is I can't bring my gear with me, because that's just, you know, crazy to try to do while I'm, you know, flying and everything. Oh, yeah. Essential habitat. And that's all the rivers out here, man. That's everywhere. They could mark it as an essential habitat, because they've pushed all the salmon to all these little creeks that they shouldn't be in to begin with. Yeah, what can you do? Nothing as a panner. They blame it all on us. But I mean, if you look at the space, you look at it realistically, like I say, the fish can't even get up what they call a ladder, because it's dry. It's essentially dry. It's a little trickle going to what's essentially a pond of stagnant water. But even in the rivers that are considered that, yeah, they put so much regulation on it, but at the same time, they're the ones doing all the damage. Oh, bastards. That's what I do with my ninja panning. I go in, I get it, and I get the hell out. I joke saying I'm the claim jumper, but no, I don't do that. That's not cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, like, as long as you're not doing damage to their space or, like, putting toxins. I mean, you have people who hang out at the river who are pouring their beers out and pissing in the water and doing all other sorts of shit. I don't see prospecting as doing much of anything different. You know, disturb a little bit of dirt. It's going to settle out in. The river's going to disturb some dirt. That's what it does. You know, so the little bit that we do. But I know, you know, there's always people who take it too far. And who you give them a little bit of freedom and they'll show you how they abuse it. And so we all suffer for it, and that sucks. Yep, leaving all their crap everywhere and their garbage. And now it's become, you know, the riversides have become a refuge for the homeless. You know, they set up tent shelters and they bring all sorts of garbage. And then, you know, then the land is permanently damaged because they're just, you know, pissing and shitting everywhere. Some places have gotten real bad, you know. Some, like, claims people have just parked on. And, it's bad. Yeah, Flat, I figured you meant bait. I was like, pate? Huh. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, anywhere that's accessible nowadays, you go there, and the signs of neglect and abuse. It's not even neglect. Neglect would just be overgrown bushes and shit. It's literal abuse and misuse that we're seeing all the signs of, you know. There's people, you know, clothing and garbage, you know, like pots and pans and garbage and just all sorts of trash. It's terrible. It is just freaking terrible. That's why it's nice to go out to, like, the far reaches where, you know, people aren't frequenting and camping out for long terms there, because they just can't get to there to shitty up. But yeah, you go into the cities, anywhere that used to be nice trails and stuff, not so much anymore. It's too bad. That's why we can't have nice things. Oh well. Speaking of nice things and having them, let's transition off of this topic onto something nice. It is the first stream of the month, and I absolutely don't want this to be a bitch fest because as we do every monthly stream, our first stream of the month, I want to give thanks. And specifically, I want to give thanks not only, well, to everybody, really. I want to thank everybody, but specifically, I want to say thank you to my patrons. The patrons have a dedicated support for me each month, as well the members, the channel members as well, is becoming another way to help generate revenue for the channel here, and so I just want to say thank you to all of you. The patrons are the ones that I can actually keep track of. I'm not sure how to even keep track of the members on YouTube yet. A lot of those tools are obscure to me. But we'll figure that out. But I do want to say thank you to all of my paying members. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging with and becoming part of the membership here on YouTube. But again, the patrons. Now the patrons support me by a monthly donation, a monthly guarantee of support, and for that I say thank you to them. And there's where is it? There it is. Put together a little list of everybody, and we go down the line. We do it off like a little checklist here, and give them all a wonderful thank you. We have 2 levels of Patreon support. The $50 level gets you a bag of dirt each month, guaranteed. And in that level, we have Jake Peacock, Teo Outdoors, Chad McNeil, Brian Nyquin, Neanderthal Prospector, and Cockadoodle Birdman. Wait, Cockatoo Bird Band, Bill. Man, I'm just getting shit backwards today. Next, we have our High Five Homies. Now, the High Five Homies toss a $5 bill at me each month. A couple of them throw a 10, but I only have the 2 tiers, so I don't have a name for a $10 donation. The 10 sack, 10 2-time to Twompers. I don't know. We'll figure that out at some other point. But double thanks to them. But they're still going to be considered High Five Homies either which way. But either way, I say thank you to all of you. 10s, 5s, yearlies, whatever. On there we have Nick Madsen, Jason Herp, B. Greeny, Golden Dragon Prospecting, Thomas Leha, The Gold Baron, Rich Peterson, Humble Stacker, Weezengeezer TV, Gregory Wilson, Sean McClellan, John Myers, Donna Corin, A3 Sky Warrior, Michael Cruz, David Dandran, and Alex Lyman. Whew. That list is getting long. The Dimebaggers. Thank you, Kurt. Jeez, it was right there. How did I miss that? My Dimebaggers. Jesus. Thank you. I still don't have any extra gifts or anything to give for the Dimebaggers, but a double down thank you for you guys anyways as well. But yeah, the channel memberships, if you are gifted one, it goes away after, I think, like a month. If you specifically sign up, then I think it makes you redo it every... I don't know. I don't really know, again, how it works because it's new and it's weird. But if it's not having you as one, go check that out, and I welcome you to come back. Awesome. Welcome back. But at any rate, again, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Bless you all. And thank you for the blessings that you bestow upon this channel. Last couple months gotten a little bit slim here. And just trying to bring it all back together. And hopefully my investments will pay off. And there'll be a little bit of an influx of cash here for the channel to get some things kicked off. Because I redesigned the toolbox sluice, and I kind of showed it off a little bit before, but I'm going to show it off again here tonight. And the reason being because now I have all the parts and I'm ready to take some pictures and post them up on the website. So this is kind of like the first view, first review, first check it out. So hey, come check it out. So we got our toolbox loose. I still need to put my sticker on it. The ones that have stickers on them are upstairs. And I forgot that I put them away. But there'll be a backyard prospecting sticker here on it. But let's take a tour real quick. Here, you know what? I'm going to make use of my counter, not my lap. Move my camera this way. All right. Move it. So, we got our toolbox loose here. Open her up. Now, in the box, we've got everything we need for toolbox sluicing. There it is. Prospecting, running your pay dirt, running your cons, cleaning it up. I need to put a pump in there. There'll be a pump in there too. It's just not in this one. I don't know why. But we got everything you need. Inside the tub, you'll find the custom 3D printed header, a custom 3D deck, cup for your gold to once you pour it out and dry it. One thing that I hadn't been including that I always use here in the shed. Here in the shed I have this cool pipette. And it makes cleaning the sluice off so much easier, right? But I never included that for this. And I realized, like, man, I've really been doing you guys a disservice. So I sourced a bunch of these. And they're basically those little aspirators for kids, you know, for they got boogies up their nose, you snuffer it out. but they work great for just sucking up some water and washing down your gold or your whatever concentrates are on your little sluice here and cleaning it off so you really get the water in those cells and get them clean. So we got a spot for that here. So one will go there. We got our sluice, boom, boom, boom. Tub for your tailings. When that gets full, you take it out, you dump it, or you rerun it just to make sure you didn't miss anything. When everything's all done, boom, snuffer. Get your snuffer, that's also included. The only thing that's not included is a pan. You're probably still going to want to have a pan. And you dump everything out. Snuffer it up. Dump your snuffer out into the little cup. Like so. Clear it out. Boom, boom, boom. Grab your little holder. Pop it on its holder. Put your cup in there. Torches up on top. Pop that baby open. Fire it up till the water's all dry. Oh, when you run your stuff, you got a little backyard prospecting sluice. Shovel. So that is the new deluxe toolbox sluice. Also included is a small micro hand classifier. Again, also 3D printed. Metal grating. So that you can make sure you're not running any giant rocks and boulders down your micro sluice, because it's a micro. It's not meant for big material. You want 1/4 inch and smaller, so this will get you there. Ow! Fuck you. Also, you get a little bowl, so when you get your pay dirt from your bag, you uncollapse your bowl, pour it in there. You can put some water in there. Also included is some surfactant, which you'll also want to pour in a little bit into the tub water. But you can pour that in your material ahead of time so that it makes everything drop. So you get some surfactant, a vial for your gold once you're all done. And so there you go. That's the new deluxe toolbox sluice. So, coming soon to a backyard prospecting website near you. Oh, and also a magnetic sand remover tool is also included. There you go. So it's everything. It is everything you need, other than the pay dirt itself. That part you got to come up with. But everything else to run it, right here. I assume you've already got a pan, so I'm not going to give you another one, because there's no sense in me sending you a piece of shit pan when you already got one that you love. If you don't have a pan that you love, then I recommend picking up an XP pan off of Amazon. I got a link somewhere you can follow. Those are great for doing cleanup in. And there you go. That's what's up. So it's already kind of getting on in the hour. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Like I say, I'll be posting up the new toolbox sluices here soon. Keep an eye on the website, backyardprospecting.com. I'm sure somebody has posted it already. If not, yep, there it is, Wheezing Geezer. Thank you. Keep an eye out there. The new page will be going up. I think I'm going to make a new, obviously it's a different box, so I'm going to make a new page for it. So it'll be easier for me to maintain it and to keep it separate from the old toolbox sluice, deluxe toolbox sluice. I'll still be making a couple more of those, like I mentioned last week. Those will be built, as I get around to them. There's a couple of them. Yes, the pump is a 12-volt pump, and it comes with a 12-volt power adapter, adjustable, so you can control the speed. I'm trying to see if I have one sitting here near me. I don't have the pump handy, but the power adapter is one of these guys, so you can control the speed from there, as opposed to having a little ball valve you have to adjust. Oh, there's good things. But the pump is, it's a little 12-volt pump. There's an attachment on there so that it directs the suck up from the bottom of the tub as opposed to like in the middle. And it works great. It works great. It's a little 300 gallon an hour, 1200 liter an hour, something like that. No, I still haven't gotten it around to pricing it. I will make the commitment that it won't be more than the old Deluxe. The price difference for me to build the Deluxe and this one isn't really too much. It's really the difference between the bigger or smaller tub, which is only a few dollars. It's all the time that goes into printing and putting all the stuff together. But I just need to run the numbers and figure out how much I can get away with selling them for. But let's get down to a little bit of sluicing, because like I said, it is getting a little on in the hour. Now, I don't have anything prepped up. I don't really have any gold because I need to save all the gold that I have out of dirt for my Patreon bags. But I do have a little bag that I picked up at one of the miner rallies. I'm not even sure if this one is from this last miner rally or the previous miners rally. So it could be a nice bag, or it could potentially be a really nice bag. I don't know. Either way, I only paid $10 for it, either a year ago or a couple months ago. But gold's been going up, so either way, should be a nice bag. So we're gonna run through this little spit of dirt. We're gonna run that over here on the thing. So let's head over there and get going, because like I say, time's a wasting. Sluicing time. And since I got a new song, I'll go ahead and throw it in the lineup, and we'll start off the tunes with that one. Let me hop up here and hit the button. Out into. Which you would think here would be easy.
The river screams loud. I scream back.
It is not one of those things.
Pick in my hand. Gonna attack this mountain of dirt.
Alright, got her
It's
over.
gonna give me the gold.
Trusty tub.
The reason I'm here, I've been told. I gotta find something.
Water to it.
Gotta find anything. Gotta keep on moving.
Stuff is muddy. It's from their North Star flame, and that dirt is muddy. Really muddy. I've been up to that claim one time. Got a video of it. a little scary getting there because you gotta go up this really steep ledge of a road. And if somebody's coming down and you're going up, one of you has to back up because there is not room for two vehicles on both of that space. Oh shit, the leak. You're right. My bad. My bad, homies.
Sun in my eyes, sweat on my brow. I'm a beast.
How about now? Is that better? Can y'all hear me better now?
Shovel bites deep. The dirt starts to fly.
Or do I gotta... Maybe I gotta crank the music down on that.
I don't know why. I gotta find something. Gotta find
Is that a little bit better?
Gotta keep on moving.
I not only moved the mic, I also lowered the music.
Daddy, dig, daddy. Swinging my pen.
I'm gonna squirt a little bit of these creek drops in here.
Daddy, dig, daddy.
Yep, good. Alright, cool. So the creek drops in the dirt to hopefully get some of these organics on any floaty gold to sit down and shut up.
Dig, daddy, dig, daddy.
Because I swear I'll turn this shit around.
Driven fucking wild.
Piss me off, little bastards. Got most of the muck run off. This is going to be really quick because once the dust ran off, there wasn't really much else left. Break it down just to make sure anything that might need to get caught gets caught. Dirty it up.
Swinging my pen. Dig, daddy, dig, daddy. Gonna get rich. Dig, daddy, dig, daddy. Alone in the world. Dig, daddy, dig, daddy. Driven fucking wild.
Can you guys still hear the music though? Or is it all good overall? Me and music levels all good.
Dust devils in the asphalt today.
Alright.
Orange County sun beating down.
Alright, that one should do it, yeah? Are you looking for the old deluxe or the new deluxe? The new deluxe is not up yet. But I do have one of the old deluxes that's just about done. I can post it, but I won't be able to ship it tonight or tomorrow. Probably ship it the next day, though. Gotcha. Hang tight then. It's not up yet. I gotta take pictures of it now that I have all the parts. If you legit want to pick one up, shoot me an email and then I'll let you know when the post is live so you don't miss out. I don't think there's going to be like a rush to buy them or anything, but you never know. I only have 4 of them ready to go right away. In case you were wondering. Oh, I definitely see some shiny in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a bunch of small flake in that cell there, that one there, over there, and over there. Lots of. Oh yeah. A few months back, and I hate to give an excuse, but it is what it is. A few months back, I had a hard drive crash of sorts, and I lost a lot of data. Unfortunately, all of that data was my 3D printed files, and that was one of the casualties, is that particular file. I might have some pre-printed things, but I couldn't find the one that I thought was the one you were after. See how great these little things work? One of my earlier toolboxes, I had one in it, and it was literally, I have it right there, actually. I had one of these. Here, let me zoom out so you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. So I had one of these, and I'm using it, you know, to clean off my stuff. And my sister, she's looking at me, and she's like, "Is that a baby aspirator?" And I just started laughing because, yeah, it is. And I was like, yeah, but it works great for cleaning a sluice off. And she just laughed at me. Like, all right. Maybe people wouldn't want one that looks like the baby aspirator. So I found these ones. And they're what I'm going to use for this toolbox, right? But the problem with these, as I got them, these are not nearly tight enough to this housing. So when you use it, it just spurts water everywhere. So I'm going to have to modify every single one of them to have this little wrapping on it to tighten the connection down. Pain in the ass, but it's worth it to have it. But man, what a pain in the ass, right? Yeah, I could. I've done lives from the toolbox sluices before. This rig with the small sluice on it kind of highlights how the toolbox sluice can work, since it's the same, basically the same setup. It's just, you know, different water delivery. All right. So there you go. Not too bad for a little sack, right? Let's not swish things around too much, because then we'll have to compete for a clean snuffing. That was not nearly as clean of a snuffing as I would have liked, but you know what? Whatever, I'm about to give away this gold, and somebody's about to get this gold for free, so we're not gonna nitpick too much, are we? Just think, you hold on to this gold 20, 30 years, gold goes up to $1,000 a grain, $1 million an ounce. Shit, I just put your kid through college with this little amount of gold. You're welcome. Your child's education is all on me. Alright, let's see how much it is though. There's gonna be a little extra rock in there though, I already know. Got accidentally snuffed up, and I'm just too lazy to fix that. Man, this is some really somber, sad shit, isn't it? You guys dug this one, huh? Alright. Come back to me. Oh, Roy. You know, Outdoor, silver's getting pricey enough that you could probably make some decent silver pay dirt buckets, and it would maybe be worth buying it for people. I think we're gonna see a lot more of that, where, you know, gold pay dirt buckets are just so damn expensive. You know, gold's going up so much, it's just too expensive to do any kind of real gold pay dirting. So maybe silver pay dirt's gonna make a comeback. You know? I think the biggest challenge for... Hold on. I gotta pause the music, unfortunately, because I can't even hear my own brain. But I think the challenge for silver is it's kind of volatile. And I'll be honest, silver shot just doesn't look nice. I know it's silver and it's just as exact same value as like crystalline or whatnot, but it just doesn't look pretty, you know? Right, and then silver tarnishes, and it doesn't hold up the same as gold does. But that being said, I do have a couple vials of silver, not a lot of silver, but a couple vials of it. I don't mind finding it in pay dirt. But with how much it's going up in value, you know. I don't know about crushed crystalline, because then it would be all messed up. But I don't know. Either way, it's already 6, so let's get going here. Need to make some sloppy seconds. And then we gotta draw for a winner on the the Patreon bag that I still have to make. So to keep them separate and identifiable, I'm going to put this sticker, because I have an extra, on the sloppy seconds. So it's going to be a sloppy New Year. If I can find my pen so I can write. There it is. Happy sloppy year. Dig Daddy. And what's the date today? 1/5. 26. Whew, almost did. I almost wrote 25 out of habit. But luckily I looked at the date on the computer and I was like, no, 26. Yeah, I gotta find where I can order some of those mini buckets and get my logo on them. Because I don't want to order a bunch and then put a sticker on them. I want them to be actually logoed. I know where I can find them. I don't need anybody to point me at them. Unless you know a stateside place that I can get them just to dick around. Then let me know. But at any rate, what we've got going on, let's do the Patreon giveaway. We got a bag of the Patreon pay dirt that's going to be going out to our D-Bag fam. We always make one extra here. And that goes out to one lucky patron. So, those are going to be, I think they're going to be quarter-grammers, because fucking gold's expensive nowadays. So, there you go. Let me find... Speaking of gold, let's go look at a gold price. Since we need to go over to that screen anyways. And as of today, gold spot price is $4,453.00. So it is not quite at the all-time high anymore. But, I mean, fuck, it might as well be, right? It's pretty close. It is pretty close. And it's always going to be going up, it seems. You know, I don't see this trend really doing anything, if anything, leveling off until it goes up again. So stack your gold, and I'll try to make that a little bit easier for one lucky winner here. our Wheel of Names with our good friend and mascot Freddy the Frog, Freddy the Mooch, the original. Wishing you all good luck. Kitco, thank you, Madeline. All right, so for our patrons, we're going to spin this and somebody's going to get a bag of dirt. Let's go. And this month's winner is Golden Dragon Prospecting, James S. Congratulations. You are this month's Patreon Pay Dirt winner. If you're here, awesome. If you're not, don't worry about it. If you catch it on the replay, don't worry. As long as your address is updated on Patreon, that's where I'm going to be sending it to anyways, so you're good. Now, if your address has changed and you haven't updated it on Patreon, you might need to go retrieve your dirt. That's on you. So, update your information when you move. That's a PSA for everybody. If you move, make sure all that shit's updated. Otherwise, things go to... Man, I had my address to my Good to Go, which is like the toll passes, going to my old address. I kept having them resend freaking passes to this address. These poor people, they didn't know what the hell was going on. It wasn't for them. So don't do that. Update your address. Especially if you're going to win pay dirt because you want it to get to you. Now, next, now that insane diatribe is done, let's make a little bit of pay dirt. So we start off with a bag. We open said bag so it stands on its own once the dirt goes in. Bucket. Grab a little bit of dirt out of the bucket. Slowly pour it in. I'm not trying to pay too much on shipping. No offense. Alright. But, do bear in mind I'm a dick. So, I'm going to throw some garnets in there because I'm a kind dick. And garnets are awesome. But they do present a little bit of a challenge. And we'll add a little bit of challenge to this bag. So there you go. Now, what else should I throw in there? There's a rock. Here, I'll throw that in there. Little shell that I got in some pay dirt. Here's a shiny piece of something, some pyrite. Here's a tray full of stuff. That's yours now. Alright, I'm feeling good. Here's another, I think this is a carnelian. That to whoever wins, that's yours now too. Alright, did not burn my hand, so that is ready to weigh out. So let us head over to the bench. Fire up the scale, see how much we found. It's not going to be an astonishing amount. Get these rocks out of here. Alright, let's weigh out the gold. 0.5. No, there's more in there. Hold on. May not move, but I want to get it all out of the cup. Otherwise, the next review I do will get a few speckles for free. Don't want to do that. Alright. 0.052 of a gram of gold. There we go. Alright. Let's write that down on the bag. So whoever wins. 0.052. So whoever wins it knows that's how much they should be looking for. Now that goes into the bag. Alright. Now, I'm going to may not even said it out loud, but if I haven't and you didn't know what to do, and you did know what to do, you're probably on top of your game. If you didn't know what to do when it was said, I'll say it now. Go to that link on top of the chat, put a comment on that comment video. That way you can get entered in for tonight's Sloppy Seconds, which Sloppy Seconds are this bag of dirt in my hand right now that has a bunch of cool little things and some gold in it. If you want to win it, that's how you do it. Do the thing. There you go. Now, we got Golden Dragon. He's a winner. Awesome. Congratulations, James. Now, let's go over to the GAW page. Hey, let's go back over here. Here's our purple GAW page. We have 35 comments and 43 viewers. I will give you guys another minute to get your comments in on the page. But then we're going to do it because I want to go get some dinner because I'm hungry. So let's get to it. Oh, while we're waiting, let me show you my new vase. I got this vase the other day. It's pretty sweet. It's got this upgraded water feeder, nutrient system. So you put your nutrients in there, and they funnel down into the tube at the bottom, and then your plants can uplift it. So your rose, if you have like a rose or a carnation or like a daffodil or something, you can put nutrients in there and it flows down and it lasts longer, right? And then you can put ice in there to chill your stems so that the stems don't break, so they don't become brittle. So if you fill this with ice, it makes the weed taste nicer. All right, I couldn't hold it up any longer. So here we go. Let's roll a replay on that and see how many comments we have now. We got 38. We did score a few more. If you waited at this point, you know what? It is what it is. So let's rock it down. Or rock it out. Rock it out. Anyways, let's do it. Spin us a winner. And something maybe later. Thank you. Jason Earp. Let's see that shiny. Hell yeah. Congratulations, Jason. Are you here? Are you here? You here? You here? I don't think it matters if you're here because you're a Patreon, and that means I already have your information. So even if you did have to bail out, that's all good. You're still the winner. But I do see you down there. There you are. Congratulations, Jason. You're our Sloppy Seconds winner. So there you go. It pays. It pays off to be here on the stream. All right. So again, I just want to say Happy New Year to you all, and I hope that I'm at least entertaining, enjoyable for at least, and that's why you guys come back, and I hope to continue being that way for you guys. Definitely, I think I need to make some changes here in the shed a little bit to keep up. I'm finding myself kind of falling behind on things, and I need to keep up. Unfortunately, when being in this kind of a role where I feel like I got to produce a video every week, it kind of takes me away from being able to do other things outside of, I got to get into the shed and record a video every weekend. So I might start pacing the review videos out a little bit more so that I can do other things between and not feel like I always have to put out a review video, and maybe start using that to consolidate those videos and to do better pater, especially with the cost of gold rising up. There's just less and less small bags to be able to review. So that just means I gotta work the finances a little bit better. And so that's what this year is going to be kind of focused on, is trying to do that and trying to get more content for you guys. And I hope you guys are here for it. I hope you guys are here with me, and I don't bore you to death, and you guys decide that my new shit sucks and you're going to go watch the new dude who does the same shit. So go watch them too, but don't leave me. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you guys stick around. And hopefully I stick around too and I enjoy it. And then that'll just be cool for everybody. So That being said, again, I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me here. I know there's a lot of other shit you could be doing on Mondays, and so hanging out with me, hey, that's just sweet. So I appreciate that. Otherwise, until next time, I'm Dig Daddy, and I'm signing out here from the shed. Get out there and get some. Until then, if I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace!